Today's topic: stop holding on to things for so long. Hi, I'm Doug Holt, author of Your Own Story, and this is your Daily Growth Hack, where each day we bring you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level what we call the 5 to thrive. That is your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and yes, your business. The other morning I was driving to the gym. It was 5:30 in the morning. And as I was driving down, I came up into a roundabout, and suddenly another car entered the roundabout going pretty quick. I hit the brakes to slow down and found myself on a patch of black ice. Now, to give you some reference, I've lived my whole life by the beach. In fact, the coldest place I've ever lived is Santa Barbara, California. Now, recently, my wife and I moved up to beautiful Bend, Oregon, and we live by the base of the mountain because we love the mountains and the outdoors and all it brings to us. So I hit this patch of ice, and I course correct instantly and immediately to avoid the car. What it got me to thinking was, wow, if I wouldn't have reacted as fast as I reacted, I would have hit T-bone right into this car and most likely just would have caused damage to the car, maybe some light bumps and bruises to myself and the other driver. But by course correcting and reacting right away and immediately, I was able to avoid an accident and both of us went on our merry way and I had a fantastic workout. But it got me thinking, how often in my life do I not course correct as quickly? How long do I stick to something longer than I need to be doing? I'm not agile. Well, I started looking at my 5 to thrive as I often do, and I encourage you to do the same. And I saw this in many ways, in my body, in the area of nutrition. I've definitely not course corrected as quickly because I wanted to try a certain thing. Maybe it's a certain, a ketogenic diet or, intermittent fasting. I have clients that are in these fields, so I definitely want to try whatever they're promoting or before I promote something to one of my coaching clients, for example. So where else? In relationships. How often I remember formerly just being newly married, I would beat my head against the wall, doing the same thing over and over and over again, thinking what I was doing was the absolute best. And why couldn't my wife, my partner, understand that? And, just kept doing it over and over again, rather than course correcting quickly. Now, in retrospect, hindsight being 20/20, as I look back, if I was able to realize that what I was doing wasn't working and course corrected quickly, I would have shortened the gap of misery in a relationship, right? So much quicker, so much quicker. And my poor wife would have been a lot happier too. So other areas with friendships, I've seen myself do this in business, right? How often do we, as high-level achievers, and I know you are if you're listening to this daily growth hack, how often do we just stick it out because we're grinders, we're alphas, we can do this, rather than just course correcting as quickly as possible like I did when I hit the ice? So I invite you to grab your journal, your 5 to thrive, and look in your 5 to thrive and where are you sticking in something too long when you should just be able to course correct. Now, when you recognize that, course correct immediately, take action. Never leave the scene of a decision or an insight without taking immediate action. That just further cements that insight into you and allows you to move so much further. As always, go share this with at least 3 other people by simply just passing it on and having conversations that matter. One of you reached out to me last week and said, geez, Doug, I want to share this. I just don't know what to say. So here's a trick. Just share it. Just forward this link. If you're watching on video, share the video. If you're listening to this on, could be Spotify or anywhere that we actually host these daily growth hacks, share the link, share it, forward it on, and then say, hey, what do you think about this? That's a great way of sharing it. And if you're one of those people that just got this from a friend, just know that the person that sent you this daily growth hack cares about you and wants to have conversations that matter, right? And they believe that you have what it takes to have these deeper level conversations. I know you do. All right, that's it for me today. I will see you tomorrow. Go out and inspire someone simply by being the author of your own story. I hope you enjoyed today's daily growth hacks. Please put your comments right down below and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.